Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Prentice. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Alabama's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Just need a few inches on this opening drive to pick up a first down. Quarterback will keep it. Fakes his man out. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll wrestle it to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Bernard. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They're bringing heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Motion from the offense. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Bernard. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So the Texas Longhorns offense has its first opportunity of the day. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
I just such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes the catch. It's Golden. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter to go. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Here comes the Texas offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Golden. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Golden. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Quarterback adapting. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on third down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some design QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter. See if he can punch it in. After that,
Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 7 over Michigan State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, we clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
the run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Got the quick pass. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Give to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Gets open down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Alabama will get the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
To the air, it's Milroe. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They get him down after he makes the catch. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. It's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's golden. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Going up top on first down. Makes his connection. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. Trying to get to it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throwing right. It's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David. relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. That's caught. It's Bond. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. With the catch, it's Williams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown tie. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over Florida State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's Manning. Makes the catch on the left. Got a lot of running room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense offense rolls onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive. And the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce. The offense pounces back on it.
He's going to pass on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Moves around to clear up the vision. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a 1st down. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll throw it on 1st down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They go to the draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Wide out in motion. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They're not into 3s. They want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's got it and still on his feet.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the 1st down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the 1st. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quick strike complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Quickly to the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. On the run, still looking. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misconnection, it's second down. Running back goes in motion. The aerial assault continues. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Got his man on the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wyoming looks like an old punching bag out there today, and I did not expect to say that. This fan base, heck, this coaching staff were not expecting these results. They're trailing by 21 to Michigan State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late, and you want to run the football, you want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with a surge by the O-line.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never...
He's going up top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for a block. It's Cook. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Texas offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
Grabs it inside the 15. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately getting the dub today.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
And tackled there by the defense.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Makes the grab on the left. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with the W.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. A little screen to the running back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
What a big play here as they try to tie it up with the 2 in the waning moments. Pushes ahead. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time, and get in a position to win.
That's reeled in. It's Cook. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He makes the connection. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it downfield. Snags it on the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Texas.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.